Notions. I'm here with Spencer from Concave Notions from the Midwest. How's it going, Spencer?
Doing awesome, man. How are you?
Doing great. Really appreciate you coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
Uh, it was an internet thing, kind of more or less. I One day I was on Facebook and I had a bunch of songs sitting on my hard drive that I never thought would see the light of day. So I put a feeler post out and was like, anybody want to throw some vocals down on this? And then Christian from Settle Your Scores, he jumped on there and was like, sure, dude, I'll throw some vocals on there. And at first it was just kind of we'll see where this goes, and it grew into yeah, we definitely have to do this thing. So
That's awesome, dude. It's really funny how things like that work out. That's why I tell people all the time. It's like if you use the internet correctly, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, good things like that can happen.
100%, man. It's a tool. It's a very powerful tool.
Right on. So you guys are from the Midwest. How's the alternative music scene there? Do you have a favorite local band, favorite venue?
It's so we're spread out over a few different states. Midwest is pretty broad term for us. I'm in Michigan, Grand Rapids area primarily. One of my favorite venues there would be the Intersection. They're more of a complex. They've got like 3 or 4 different venues all in the same building. And then Christian's from Columbus, Ohio. I'm not too sure about the area down there, but I'm sure he could tell you all sorts of cool venues down there. And then we've also got another member down in South Carolina. So we're spread out, and we just kind of expand to whatever areas we can with like venues and stuff like that. So
That's awesome. So who would you say your biggest influences are?
so we kind of lean more towards a metalcore influence. I'm a huge fan of Era and Silent Planet and those kind of I don't gentier kind of styles. So really not so dark riffs with the guitars. They're really major key melodic. That's what I really strive to do, to kind of just put more of a happy feeling into metal instead of so dark and scary.
Yeah, can't go wrong with either one of them.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
So if you could tour with one of them, who would it be?
I would say Era. They've been a huge influence. JTKV is an awesome vocalist, and Jesse Cash. I mean, he's a master at the guitar and singing. So I would say Era.
Oh, that's awesome. He's also really good in Texas in July.
Yep, 100%. JTKV.
Yep.
Yep. Texas in July was a huge influence. They were like, I always called them Die August Burns Red. The riffs are nasty.
Yeah, it's really sick. I'm in Hershey, and they're actually right down the road from me. Texas in July. Texas in July. August burns red.
Dope. That's so cool, dude.
So yeah, I mean, having living here, has some perks.
For sure. Heck yeah.
Right on, dude. So now I'm gonna ask you some non-music questions. Are you ready to
Okay.
rock and roll?
Let's do it, man.
All right, first one. Favorite season?
I'm gonna have to say springtime. I like springtime when it's starting to warm up and it's got just a slight crisp to it, but it's not freezing or it's not too hot.
Yeah, no, spring is cool. My only issue with that is normally my allergies start acting up then, like my
Yeah,
nose, my head.
100%. Yeah, I feel that. I got a tree out right out front that keeps driving me crazy because leaves and pollen are falling all over the place. Yep.
Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey, at least it's not snowing. That's
True.
what I like about it.
Yes, I mean how I see it with snow is that it's cool to look at and you have snowboarding and like you got some like cool things, but what comes with that is the wind here is just so awful, like
Yeah,
absolutely awful. Like the cold and the snow like by itself is, all right, but like when you throw the wind into the equation, it's just it's
100%,
terrible.
man. We got the
Absolutely terrible.
we got the Great Lake wind gusts coming from the big lakes, and in Grand Rapids
Oof.
area, man, in the winter we get dumped on with snow and wind. It's crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. So if you could be, I'm a big Pokemon guy. So if you could be
Okay.
any Pokemon, which one and why?
So I'm not super well versed in Pokemon, but I did watch it a little bit as a kid, and Charizard was always my favorite. I know he's kind of that's cliche to say because everybody loves Charizard, but man, he's so badass.
Yeah, now Charizard was always one of my favorite Pokemon. Out of all the starters when I played the games, I normally went with Charmander just because, like, you know what, Charizard's my favorite. Nothing against Blastoise and Venusaur, they're
No,
cool, but I think Charizard is just the
he's very
coolest out of all.
universal. He's universal. You can do a lot with him. You know what I mean? He's air, he's fire. He's not. You're not limited.
Plus, his personality was really cool in the show. Like, he was
Yeah,
just like a troll. Like, I can relate because, like, I'm a troll to a certain degree as well. But when push came to shove and it was time to like have Ash's back and like stand up for others, like he
yeah,
did, and he was like really really sick. So yeah, I can really relate to him. So I feel
yeah,
you on that one.
yeah. His personality was super cool.
So if you could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Oh man, I don't know that I was prepared for this question. uh, that's a hard one, man. Um, I would say probably it's a musician, just because that's pretty much who I am. That's all I really focus on in life is my music and my photo stuff. So, um, does it have to be like living
You
or
could be a dead
otherwise, or
musician.
um? I was a big Eric Clapton fan back in the day when I was first learning how to play guitar and stuff. So I think that would probably be really cool, just to kind of pick his brain and see how life treated him and how he got to where he was.
That'd be pretty
Is
sick.
Yep.
It's a little bit of a different answer. A lot of people go with like Kurt Cobain or like, you know, John Lennon, like people like that, which I mean, they're,
Hmm.
cool and all that. And Kurt's one of my biggest influences. But yeah, that's a different answer. I like it.
Yeah.
So if you had the opportunity to either go back in time, all right, or go to the future, which one and why?
I would say the future, because I'm not really one to sit here and dwell on things that happened. I'm always looking forward to like what's gonna happen, because I'm an impatient person. So I always want to be like, okay, what's next? What's next? You know what I mean? Type feel. So I would say the future and kind of see what's coming versus what has been.
I feel you on that one. My only issue with that is that if I did that, then I'd be 100 years old, and I don't really want to do that. So I think it'd be cool to like go back and like live elementary school again and middle school, like, when there was less responsibilities and like everybody was into pop punk and skateboarding and like the fashion and all that.
For sure.
Less technology, less all that crap. So yeah, I think I would go to the past.
For sure, dude. It's like playing a video game and replaying the same chapter over and over, but getting the same feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I like that.
So if you had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
Um, Probably something with autism. I've got a lot of family and friends with children with autism and stuff like that. So it's a big thing going on, and it needs a lot more awareness. So I would say that.
That's awesome, man. I can really relate to that. I work with kids with special needs, and they've got Down syndrome, and some of them are autistic. So, like,
Okay.
people like that, kids like that, will always have a special place in my heart, and it's something I'm super passionate about as well. So,
Absolutely. Yep. And they just need a helping hand. That's all it is. They can do everything. They just need a little guidance.
yep, just like you and me.
Exactly, dude. So, yep, I would say that for sure.
Right on, dude. All right, last question. What are some places in the Midwest that visitors should check out?
Grand Rapids is really cool. Honestly, I've lived all over Florida, a lot of parts of Michigan, a little bit southern Michigan, Ohio area, and Grand Rapids. I just keep coming back to this place. It's home, and there's just so much to do over there. Music industry is pretty cool in Grand Rapids. Tons and tons of venues. And there's some arenas too that I like to go to shows at over there. Otherwise, I'm a big fan of the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. If you are trying to get away from the hustle and bustle of life, I love nature walks and trail walks and stuff like that. And the UP is where to do it. There's nothing to stop you. There's nobody to run into. There's hardly any traffic up there. It's beautiful.
That's awesome, dude. I was actually in Michigan a couple years ago. I went to Detroit,
Yep.
and because I'm a big baseball guy, and my goal is to go to every single ballpark. So we were in Detroit for the Tigers Stadium, and it was pretty cool. I mean, I really liked the Tigers, the Tiger statue on the outside. The inside was pretty cool, and people were chill. So I got a
Yeah.
little bit of love for Detroit.
Yeah. The Tiger Stadium is super cool. I go there every now and then for a game. It's
Are
about
you a Tigers fan? I assume.
Yeah, I don't keep up with sports too much, but Michigan's my home, so pretty much any Detroit team is you ask me, and they're going to be who I'm going to root for.
Your Lions are on the rise.
That's what I see, dude. Yeah, they had a good season last year, and then hopefully they can do it again this year.
The last couple of years, it looks like you guys, have your coach in Dan Campbell, and I'm so happy for that fan base because the Lions were one of the laughing
Yeah.
stocks of the NFL, along with my New York Jets.
Yep.
So like I feel you. So I'm really happy that they're back and heading in the right direction.
They were getting beat up there for a while. But I actually when I lived in Florida, pretty much I lived there peak COVID during all like the 2-3 years of the height of everything. But those years were Tampa, dude. All of Florida's teams, I'm pretty sure it was baseball, hockey, and football, all went to their championships and knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, you were there at the right time.
Yep, sure was, man.
You were the good luck charm.
Hey, you need me? I'll come. You need your teams to win? I'll be there.
That's awesome, dude. Well, I really appreciate you coming on and chatting up a little bit. And the support means the world to me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Just be sure to check out Concave Notions. We actually have our first song drop this Thursday, so I just wanted to get on and chat with you about it and let everybody know this is a new project. Christian is still in his current projects as well, so that nobody is concerned about that. But we just got bored and we wanted to try something new, so everybody check it out. April 24th, Concave Notions, Panic Bleed is our song title.
Do what the man says. Go to the websites, listen to the music, buy merch, support local music. You guys are killing it. Really excited for this debut single. Can't wait to check it out. Put it in my ear holes and mosh in my bedroom and
hell yeah,
do some spin kicks.
Don't break anything.
I'll try not to. I mean, knowing me, I'll probably destroy my lamp, but it is what it is. I can just always go out and get another one.
Amazon's got more.
Exactly.
All right, Dave. Good talking to you, man. Thanks again.
Likewise, dude. I hope you have a great day. We'll chat soon.
All right, brother. Take it easy, man.
Peace.